and welcome to the Nexus for our Optimus Prime build. Obviously we're doing issue 14, so let's have a look at the magazine. Okay, let's have a little look. So obviously we go to the soundtrack for the movie. Then we look at Rodimus Prime. Now Rodimus did show up in the live action series. He had a French accent for some reason. But we all remember Rodimus from the TV series, and obviously most notably from the animated film. Then we come on to Jetfire. Obviously we know Jetfire from the Return of the Fallen, the second Transformer live action movie. But they are Jetfire from the cartoon. The arrival of the Headmasters. So Headmasters was more of a Japanese sort of thing, where the heads would transform and they would then control the Transformer sort of thing. Obviously the US version was a comic, Japanese cartoon version, and there's the Headmaster technology. So it was a smaller Transformer that went on top of a Transformer and sort of transformed into the head of it, and was able to control the bigger one, Headmaster. There was one in the live action series. Here's Cogmaster in The Last Night. And then obviously we're adding more bits to the leg. So, let's get going. Okay, so these are all the parts that we got. We do need our nut tightener there. We do need the leg as well. And as predicted, we're going to be adding something onto this section just here. So we will need that, and we will need the screw as well. So the screw is going to fit in here like so. Then we're going to grab this section. So this is going to sit just sort of in here, and we're going to screw it in from this angle here. So this needs to be sort of pulled down a little bit, and we're going to need a washer and a spring washer. So they are in here, so we need one of them and that washer as well. Now don't leave them lying around, you want to put them back in. We're going to fit the smaller washer and the larger one, and obviously we're going to go through here all the way through, and we're going to screw it onto there. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so as you can see, that's there, and that is that way round. And yeah, it's super tight now, so yeah, that is lovely. I'm very happy with that. So next bit, we need this sort of I don't know, sort of sharp claw thing. That is going to go into here, and it's going to sit underneath this. So it's going to sit just like that. It's going to sit on sort of like parallel to that, really. It's going to sit just there like so. Okay, next we're going to turn around here, and we're going to use our we should have some small washers left over from the last issue. So we've got one here and one here. So these are like these little plastic washers. So we're going to have to put one in there like that, and then one in this side, like that. And then what we're going to put is we're going to do this section. So we're going to use this section, this part just here. We're going to fit that in there, and then we're going to use an NP screw to secure it in place, and it will go in this end. Obviously it's only one end, but it does go up like that. So I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so as you can see, it's gone in there really nicely. So that's obviously the front part of his knee. Okay, so we'll put that to the side for a minute. We're going to build this section up here. So we're going to grab this out. And that's a really nice, I love the colour pieces on this. And the amount of detail. I mean, this is, we're going to need this as well, which is die cast, which is really nice. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to put this into that lug there. So you see that lug? I'm going to put that into there. So that just sits on just like that. Then we've got this section. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is you find one end of it is obviously thinner than the other. And it's also got this lug sort of on it. And you want to stick that just, now it only goes in one way. There is like a little, there we go. There's like a little groove in there for that little lug to sit on. Okay, so next what we're going to grab is this little beauty. This bit here. It has sort of a cog section on one side. Okay, so we're going to hold it like this, and we need the cog section this side. So we're just going to push it through that hole. Like so. I'm just going to push it all the way through, so it obviously it sits flush in there, but making sure the cog side is there, is this side here. So I'm going to do that now. Okay, so we've done that. That's what it should look like. And obviously it can't go up any further. It can go down, but not up. We're going to grab our leg, and you see this, so we're going to push that up like that. We're going to go onto this lug, and it should go on like that. Now this should come down. It sits sort of like that. I'm going to pull it down a little bit more. There we go. So this is going to sit on there. Now here we're going to need a HM or a HM screw, yeah, with a washer, just like that. And we're going to screw it into there. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so there we go. That's what it should look like. Now obviously we can move this section and this section down a little bit and move this section up if we need be, but that is how it sits. Sort of like against it, but not. Sort of a bit like that. But yeah, that will restrict the bend in the leg, but obviously we can now move this section up and up like that, and then obviously that can bend like that if need be. Though Optimus Prime doesn't spend a lot of time kneeling down. Well, he does really, because he speaks to the humans. Okay, so we've done that bit for now. We need to move away from this section, and we are going to be making this. So we need that, and these bits. And yeah, none of this needs any screws or anything like that. So we're going to grab this section, and we're going to grab that section, and you can see where the lugs sit. So we're going to put it together just like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to grab this, and that's going to go into those lugs, as you can see. Pretty straightforward. That's going to sit in just like that. Okay, so that is like this. So it's, say if it's facing us like this, we're going to put one of these on like that, and obviously the other side as well. So it's sort of like clamping this bit. Just goes on just like that. That looks like that. So now what we're going to do is going to place this on our leg. So we're going to grab this section here, and you can see this bit just here. So you've got on the back here, you've got one big lug and a little one. One big, one little. And this is going to push on here, like so. And that is it for issue 14. Make sure you tidy away some of this like I normally do. But I mean, that is definitely coming along now. It's looking really nice. Very solid piece. The weight on this is really good. Yeah, it's all coming together really, really nicely now. Look at that. I mean, the detail on it. So impressed with this. So impressed. Yeah, very happy with that. But anyway, that was the end of issue 14. Remember, if you want to start your own Optimus Prime journey, scan the QR code on screen, or you can click one of the links in the bottom of the video. But that is it here from us here at the Nexus. Thank you for watching, and as always, we'll see you at the next video. Take it easy.